This server just opened, and I joined it with only one goal in mind: become the most powerful player. So on this SMP, the server is only open for 7 days. We have exactly 1 week to gather materials, build bases, make farms, and prepare for a finale event that we know nothing about. And there's only one way to learn more about it, and that is finding clues and hints placed strategically around the server. By solving puzzles and decoding messages, these will give you an advantage over your other enemies in the finale event. It's a race against time, and the stakes are high. This is survival of the fittest. On the first day we had a grace period, so that meant that there was no PvP allowed whatsoever. Not until day 2. So right now, getting set up in the early game phase should be a breeze. But things didn't go as planned. Okay, apparently Flawed is dead. 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Something's wrong here. Oh, the person moderating the server is officially dead. We can do whatever we want now. I can't lie, day 1 was kind of lonely. There weren't a whole lot of people that showed up today, so the grace period didn't really matter much anyway. And I find that kind of weird actually, because realistically, this is the easiest day of grinding. So if they don't take advantage of that, then that's on them. But for now, my only competition is Cloth. As soon as the server opened, he immediately started exploring the entire map and would try finding just about every clue for himself on the first day. Unless I could beat him to it. Oh, there's another code. The first clue I found was a hint encoded in binary, which is just a whole bunch of zeros and ones, and it translates to Northeast Color Corner Cave. Hold on, I need to get to the servers real quick. I think we're looking for a specific color here. Something that stands out. Color Corner Cave. I didn't find anything of value here, so I figured I might as well just keep wandering around till something pops up, I guess. Oh god. I heard a warden. I didn't just hear that, right? You guys heard that too? There's just no way. Is it the zombies making that noise? Is that like a new zombie sound? It's this way. Wait, cows? Wait, what are cows doing in... Wait, why are there cows in a mesa? That doesn't make sense. There's no grass here. There's a command block. What does this do? I think I'm missing what the clue is here. Why is a cow spawner making warden sounds? Okay, I'm kind of getting scared. Maybe if I find the source of the sound, I can figure out what it is. Oh my god, I just saw particles. Oh no. Oh, there's an actual warden right there. That is just death right there, so we're gonna avoid that. Nothing's wrong here. This is perfectly normal. Yeah, I still don't get what it means though, but one thing I know for sure is that was definitely a real warden. And it didn't naturally spawn. You know what, he wants food? Have a stick. There's your food. The next clue, like most of the other ones, either don't make any sense or they're relatively insignificant, as it would seem. Oh, there's more things. 0412B0316 504F7E0. I don't know what this means. So I worked with Cloth to try and make some sense of it, but we concluded it's probably just a red herring. Something that's meant to be either misleading or distracting, or maybe both. After many failed attempts at decoding it, I kind of just gave up. And I went back to gathering resources while we still had the grace period in place that I mentioned earlier. So at the end of this day, I helped Cloth make an XP farm out of a zombie grinder, and we ended up forming a temporary alliance with him, for now at least. This guy has a history of trying to speedrun every SMP he joins, so I figured if we team together, I can not only benefit from using his farms and his resources, but he'll unknowingly help me backstab him later. So for me, this is a win-win situation. And my guy was at a smart move, because on day 3, I logged on to find that Cloth had captured zombie villagers, a witch, made a full enchanting setup, built a sugarcane farm, built a leather farm, okay, and also made 2 maxed out netherite sets for both of us, all in a single day. There's a slight problem though. To cure the zombie villagers, we would need both golden apples and potions of weakness. Now the apples are easy to get, but the only nether fortress is just outside the border, completely out of reach, so that was the question. If only there was another way to apply weakness. We found out that witches have a 25% chance of throwing a potion of weakness at you. So if we stay next to our villagers, then they'll receive the effect we're looking for. And then once we cure 2 of these guys, we can then create a villager breeder to mass produce more of them. Ethically, of course. It's pretty humane, I'd say. Now getting all this set up is kind of a pain to do, so we figured a smart idea would be to hide 2 spare villagers at the bottom of the world in the case that someone finds our base and they just come in and kill our villagers. But as I was mining back up, I kinda got jumped by a very unlikely enemy. Not again. This was yet another case of the admin spawning random wardens all over the server. You know, just casually putting the deadliest mob in the game next to our base. How nice. After I died, I tried making my way back there to get my things, and I came face to face with the devil himself. He wasn't very happy to see me, or hear me, or something. No. Oh no. But I am now on 7 hearts. After losing everything that Cloth had given me, he decided that I couldn't be trusted not to die, and he put me in a cage. To be fair, it's pretty cozy. After making my great escape, I helped him build a villager reader. And now we can get some book trades to enchant our gear with ease. And it was a good thing we had that in place now, because on day 4, we noticed some of our villagers kept dying to a stray warden inside of our walls. I wonder how we got there, but we gotta do something about this. Now the plan, the best possible scenario here, was to kill the warden with our bows so as to avoid any casualties. But this was much harder than we thought. You see, the warden has 500 health points, meaning it has about 250 hearts, which is double what an ender dragon has, and also even more than the wither. So even as hopeful as we were, it would prove to be our biggest mistake yet, and you'll see why. So Cloth, being as confident as he is, thinks, okay, I'm gonna get on top of the warden, and I'm gonna shoot him. And then he gets killed through the wall. And then after that, I tried to get his things, and I found myself enduring the same fate. Twice. We would never see those items again. The good news is that the armor is replaceable, and the enchants are as well, but the biggest loss was our hearts. So with the LifeSteal plugin that we have, the only way to get more health is by killing other players, because the crafting recipe is disabled. And with us two being practically the only people that ever log on, it basically became a permanent disadvantage. Now up until this point, my plan was always to eventually sabotage everything that Cloth had worked so hard for. But you see, I started feeling guilty about it. This wasn't just any random player. This is a good friend of mine, and something like this would definitely cause some trust issues. Actually, nah, never mind, it doesn't matter. I decided I didn't care anymore after finding out that this whole time, the admins had been giving Cloth free items in exchange for hearts, and then he would complete challenges to earn his hearts back. So he was gaining more than he lost. Now, it's pretty clear he has a lot of free time on his hands, but some of his accomplishments seemed a little suspicious. For example, the entire end dimension is inaccessible, yet he has like 7 shulker boxes and an elytra, buying things like bamboo, slime balls, and turtle eggs in exchange for hearts. There was also the admins griefing our base and repeatedly killing him for fun, but it's okay, they gave him extra hearts afterwards. They also had him build community farms in exchange for, you guessed it, even more hearts. The list goes on, but I can't just sit back and let this slide. I have to take him down for his own good. So I began devising my master plan to take down the most powerful player in Minecraft, initiating Operation Pickle. So I had found a new player on the server named Twerps, and Twerps was going to be Cloth's greatest enemy yet, and I was going to make sure of it. I took on the role of becoming an insider within our team, so I have to get every bit of information and to get my hands on any spare items I can in order to give him the advantage he's going to need. I learned that Cloth not only has maxed out armor again, but also 4 extra backup sets, along with 8 tridents, a massive amount of golden apples, a potion of harming tipped arrows, somehow, plenty of totems, and apparently too much free time. But because we're teammates, we split everything equally. So for hearts, I now have 16, while he has 15 and a half. So I was going to split what I have and give 6 hearts to Twerps. But after some thinking, we discovered a flaw in the system that would become our secret weapon, a strategy so powerful that even the brightest of minds cannot even fathom. So a mutual friend of ours named Very logged on one night, and well, Twerps killed him 10 times, putting him at 20 hearts. He was a good sport about it though. Okay, I know most of the videos have just been voiceover so far because, well, I didn't have any people to talk to. Because Cloth doesn't like using his microphone, and hardly anyone plays to begin with. So thank you for putting up with this thus far, but now it's time for the main event. I took a moment to think about everything we experienced so far. The memories, the late night chats, the 6 days worth of preparation, And I realized something we forgot about. The clues! That was the entire point of this SMP. Honestly, I think everybody kind of gave up on it because they were too hard to solve and they didn't make sense. But the answer was in front of us all along. You see, each clue, while they were all different, had one thing in common. They all led to locations of wardens. Wardens spawned in ancient cities. The finale event was never a battle against one another. It was never about the rivalries and who's the best player, but rather, it was a challenge to survive the deadliest biome in Minecraft. The plan is simple. Torps and Fun are going to target Clough right away, while I pretend to fight them. During all of this, if he needs help, all he has to do is yell our code word, and I'll run to assist. Let's go.
Get him.
Get him. Oh, it's ancient city.
Oh, shit.
3-minute grace period.
Oops, you're draining myself.
Oh, shit.
Helping him. Wait, this is Warden. Wait, this is
Warden, Warden territory. We don't like this. Of all things that could backfire right now, Torps forgetting the entire plan we spent 2 or 3 days setting up was not how I thought this would go. Anyways, over the course of an hour, the admins hid keys all over the ancient city. First team to find 2 keys wins.
We get to the command block, do we win?
Oh my god, he's so close!
No, ignore the command block.
Oh my god, he's right next to us,
Drew, he's like on you. Drew!
Okay, okay, that was cool, that's cool. Very cool.
However,
Oh, hello.
Both of the wardens
Oh,
are
hello. I'm hanging out. I'm
guys,
vibing.
one more
Watch
thing.
out. Why do they have speed 1,000,000?
I don't
What did you
know.
do?
Guys,
I'm so
one more thing.
confused.
Since
Ow.
we have turned on... Oh, wardens are just that
Dude.
fast.
Oh, that hurts.
He found the key, did he win?
Yeah, he won. It's over.
He found his-
You
he
need
found the amethyst shard. Oh,
I can't wait.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Drew.
Oh, God.
1 or 2.
Yeah, I got him.
Bro, what is the speed? How is it possible? Oh, dude, how would they have speed? What is the speed? I'm so confused.
They're just naturally this fast.
No, they're not.
They don't have speed, they're just that
No,
fast.
you're wrong. You're just wrong. Remember Operation Pickle?
Yeah. Operation
Okay, let's look at your spawn here.
I think it's time.
So-
The entirety of the event was a disaster. There was just no surviving this. I know it's supposed to be a challenge, but I was kind of hoping it'd be like a possible challenge to complete. Yeah,
1-6. Let's keep
Get off
I
the
give up.
portal.
I give up. I died over and over to wardens, and as expected, Claw found every key. I never died once the entire time. Like, it was so bad the recording is barely usable. But anyways, technically I do win being his teammate, but that's no fun. So I set out to finish what I started here and accomplish my goal once and for all. Twerps. Shush. I have one backup plan that I didn't initiate yet. I didn't tell you about this one, but
Okay.
it's
That
called
is the-
Operation Cucumber. Done! I win! I just won!